is now a third down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Flushed out right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Gaskin. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there for the Dolphins.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run now with Gaskin. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Here's Tua. Buying time to his left. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua forced out to his left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Touchdown! Will Fuller on the receiving end of the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
One play at a time. Here we go.
Return from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run by Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Tua going to throw. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders?
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Brian Flores going to leave the offense out there to go for 2. Lindsay going to try and run it in.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And that's Elliott, complete. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. From the 45 on 2nd down. Tua. Here's Fuller with a catch. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller